While you sleep, your eyes are hard at work repairing themselves, and a daily handful of blueberries can powerfully support that overnight recovery process. In a world dominated by screens, artificial lighting, sleepless nights, and increasing visual strain, maintaining healthy eyesight has become one of the most important health priorities of modern life. Millions of people experience eye fatigue, blurred vision, dryness, headaches, and declining night vision every single day. While technology has transformed the way we live and work, it has also dramatically increased the burden placed upon the human visual system. At the same time, nutritional science has uncovered fascinating evidence suggesting that certain foods may play a powerful role in protecting and supporting the eyes. Among these foods, blueberries have emerged as one of the most researched and celebrated fruits for vision support. Hello, I'm Dr. William Lee, and today we'll uncover the science behind how blueberries can naturally support eye health and nighttime visual recovery during sleep. Be sure to watch this video all the way through, because the most valuable information is coming up ahead. If you find this content helpful, please subscribe, share this video with friends and family, and leave your thoughts in the comments section. Now, let's dive into today's topic. Blueberries are often called a superfood because of their dense concentration of antioxidants, anthocyanins, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that appear to support multiple systems in the body. Scientists have investigated blueberries for cardiovascular health, brain function, metabolic balance, anti-aging benefits, immune support, and cognitive performance. Yet one of the most intriguing areas of research involves the relationship between blueberries, retinal protection, oxidative stress reduction, and nighttime recovery processes that occur during sleep. Blueberries, often hailed as a nutritional powerhouse and frequently marketed with phrases like rich in vision-protecting antioxidants, are indeed packed with compounds that support eye health through multiple mechanisms, primarily their exceptionally high levels of anthocyanins and other polyphenols, alongside smaller but meaningful amounts of carotenoids such as lutein and zeaxanthin, vitamin C, vitamin E, and manganese, all of which contribute to combating oxidative stress in the delicate tissues of the eyes, reducing inflammation, strengthening retinal blood vessels, potentially slowing the progression of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, aiding in glare recovery, and offering modest benefits for overall visual function, though the evidence varies in strength from promising observational studies and preclinical research to more mixed results in human clinical trials. Blueberries, their deep blue-purple color from anthocyanins, flavonoid pigments that act as potent antioxidants capable of crossing the blood-retina barrier to directly protect ocular structures. These anthocyanins, such as cyanidin-3 glucoside and malvidin derivatives, neutralize free radicals generated by constant exposure to light and oxygen in the retina, where high metabolic activity makes the eyes especially vulnerable to oxidative damage. 1 cup, about 148 grams, of fresh blueberries provides roughly 80-85 calories, 4 grams of fiber, 24% of the daily value for vitamin C, significant manganese, and hundreds of milligrams of total polyphenols, with anthocyanin content often ranging from 100-400 milligrams or more depending on the variety. The vision-protecting reputation stems largely from anthocyanin's ability to bolster collagen in the retina, improve microcirculation to the eyes, reduce inflammation, and potentially enhance night vision or recovery from bright light exposure by supporting rhodopsin regeneration in rod cells, a claim rooted in World War II anecdotes about pilots consuming bilberry, a close relative, jam for better night flying, though modern studies on blueberries show smaller, context-specific effects rather than dramatic improvements in healthy individuals. In laboratory and animal models, blueberry extracts rich in these antioxidants have demonstrated protection against retinal cell death, reduced lipid peroxidation in eye tissues, and mitigation of light-induced damage. Human studies, such as one published in the Journal of Nutrition examining women's health, found that consuming more than 1 serving of blueberries per week was associated with a lower risk of total age-related macular degeneration, though the link to anthocyanin intake alone was not as strong for all eye conditions, and benefits for cataracts were modestly inverse. Oxidative stress plays a central role in eye diseases. The retina's high polyunsaturated fatty acid content makes it prone to damage from reactive oxygen species, ROS, which anthocyanins and vitamin C in blueberries help quench. Lutein and zeaxanthin, though present in lower quantities than in leafy greens, accumulate in the macular pigment and filter harmful blue light while adding antioxidant support, potentially lowering risks of AMD and cataracts. Clinical trials on blueberry juice or extracts have explored dark adaptation and glare recovery. Some indicate modest improvements in visual recovery time after bright light exposure, but not necessarily baseline night vision enhancement in those with normal eyesight. Anti-inflammatory effects further help by downregulating pathways involved in chronic eye conditions, while vascular benefits, improved endothelial function, ensure better oxygen and nutrient delivery to retinal tissues. Other vision-supporting foods like leafy greens, fatty fish for omega-3s, or nuts for vitamin E. Potential contraindications or interactions, generally minimal as blueberries are safe for most, but high oxalate content might concern kidney stone formers. Culinary uses to maximize intake. Smoothies, oatmeal, salads, baked goods where heat can degrade some anthocyanins, but others remain stable. Historical uses in traditional medicine, economic importance of the blueberry industry, environmental sustainability of production, consumer trends driving superfood marketing around eye health, and even speculative future research on blueberry-derived compounds for gene therapy adjuncts or personalized nutrition based on genetic predispositions to eye disease. In such a tome might explore placebo-controlled studies on older adults consuming wild blueberries daily for weeks, showing reduced eye strain from digital screens, mechanisms involving blood-brain and blood-retina barrier permeability unique to certain polyphenols, detailed nutrient tables comparing blueberries to other berries, bilberries often higher in anthocyanins, but blueberries more widely available and studied in North American contexts. The role of manganese as a cofactor for superoxide dismutase in neutralizing superoxide radicals in mitochondria-rich photoreceptors. Vitamin C's regeneration of other antioxidants like vitamin E in the aqueous humor. Fiber's indirect benefits via gut microbiome modulation, affecting systemic inflammation that reaches the eyes, and critiques of marketing claims versus the nuanced science, where benefits are more preventive and supportive than curative. Discussions would include risk reduction percentages, e.g., modest 10–30% lower AMD odds in higher consumers in some cohorts, dose-response relationships, benefits seen at 1/3 to 1 cup daily, inter-individual variability based on age, genetics, baseline diet, smoking status, UV exposure, and comorbidities like diabetes or hypertension that accelerate eye aging. Additional thousands of words could analyze preclinical rodent models of light-induced retinal degeneration where blueberry supplementation preserved photoreceptor layers and maintained electroretinogram amplitudes better than controls, in vitro studies on human retinal pigment epithelial cells, demonstrating reduced apoptosis and ROS when pre-treated with blueberry anthocyanins, reviews of vascular endothelial growth factor modulation relevant to wet AMD, potential for blueberries in managing normal tension glaucoma via improved ocular blood flow, comparisons to pharmaceutical antioxidants or AREDS2 formula supplements, which include lutein, zeaxanthin, but not blueberry extracts specifically, economic analyses of eye health costs versus affordable dietary interventions, public health recommendations from ophthalmology associations, consumer guides for selecting high antioxidant varieties, recipes optimized for bioavailability, pairing with healthy fats for absorption, and even philosophical reflections on food as medicine in an age of rising screen time and aging populations where vision loss threatens quality of life. Blueberries, those small, deep blue gems often referred to in wellness circles for their remarkable ability to support overnight retinal recovery, work through a powerful combination of natural compounds that help the delicate tissues of the eye repair and rejuvenate while you sleep after a long day of visual stress. The retina, that incredibly complex layer lining the back of your eye responsible for capturing light and sending signals to the brain, faces constant challenges from blue light emitted by screens, sunlight exposure, oxidative damage from daily metabolism, and the sheer energy demands of processing visual information every waking moment. During the day, photoreceptor cells called rods and cones work tirelessly, with rhodopsin molecules in the rods becoming bleached by bright light, leading to temporary visual fatigue, slower adaptation in dim conditions, and a buildup of free radicals that can stress cellular structures over time. When you consume a generous serving of fresh or frozen blueberries in the evening, ideally a couple of hours before bedtime as part of a light snack or mixed into yogurt or oatmeal, their rich anthocyanin content begins to circulate through your bloodstream and eventually reaches the ocular tissues, where these potent antioxidants start neutralizing harmful reactive oxygen species that accumulated throughout the day. Anthocyanins, the very pigments giving blueberries their vibrant color, possess unique properties that allow them to cross barriers and accumulate in eye tissues, helping to calm inflammation in the retinal pigment epithelium, the supportive layer that nourishes photoreceptors and clears away metabolic waste each night during deep sleep cycles. As your body enters restorative sleep phases, particularly slow wave and REM stages, the eyes undergo natural regeneration. The retinal pigment epithelium works to recycle visual pigments, remove accumulated debris from phototransduction, reduce swelling, and restore optimal cellular function so that upon waking, your vision feels clearer, less strained, and better adapted for the new day. Blueberries enhance this process by boosting the activity of the body's own antioxidant enzymes like superoxide dismutase and glutathione peroxidase, which protect delicate retinal cells from oxidative harm and support faster recovery of visual sensitivity after exposure to glare or prolonged screen time. Beyond antioxidants, blueberries provide vitamin C that aids collagen maintenance in eye structures, along with flavonoids that improve microcirculation to the retina, ensuring better oxygen and nutrient delivery precisely when repair mechanisms are most active overnight. This creates a supportive environment where the retina can more efficiently reset its light-sensing capabilities, potentially leading to improved night vision adaptation, reduced morning eye dryness or discomfort, and long-term resilience against age-related changes that affect millions as they grow older. People who regularly include blueberries in their evening routine often report subtle but meaningful benefits, such as waking up with eyes that feel more refreshed, quicker adjustment when moving from bright to dim environments, and an overall sense of visual comfort that builds over weeks of consistent intake. The overnight aspect is particularly appealing because anthocyanins have a relatively short window of peak activity in the body, making pre-bed consumption a strategic way to align their protective effects with the body's natural circadian rhythm of ocular repair, when melatonin levels rise and systemic inflammation tends to decrease. For optimal support, choosing wild or organic blueberries maximizes anthocyanin density compared to conventionally grown varieties, and combining them with a small amount of healthy fat, like a handful of nuts, can enhance absorption of these fat-soluble beneficial compounds. Over time, this practice contributes to broader eye health by helping maintain macular pigment density, supporting the blood-retinal barrier, and promoting cellular longevity in the retina, which is crucial in our modern world filled with digital devices that emit high-energy blue light, capable of penetrating deep into ocular structures. While individual results vary based on factors like overall diet, sleep quality, age, existing eye conditions, and lifestyle habits such as limiting screen time before bed or wearing blue light filtering glasses, incorporating blueberries as a daily evening habit offers a gentle, food-based approach to nurturing retinal recovery that complements other healthy practices like staying hydrated, getting sufficient dark sleep, and protecting eyes from excessive UV exposure during daylight hours. The sweet tart flavor makes them an enjoyable addition to smoothies, chia puddings, or simply eaten by the handful, turning a simple pre-sleep ritual into something delicious that your eyes can truly benefit from as the body focuses its energy on restoration throughout the night. This natural support for overnight retinal recovery highlights how everyday foods can play a meaningful role in maintaining sharp, comfortable vision well into later years by working in harmony with the body's innate healing processes during those precious hours of rest. Expanding further on the mechanisms, the anthocyanins in blueberries interact with various pathways in retinal cells to downregulate stress signals that might otherwise slow recovery, while encouraging the regeneration of essential proteins involved in light detection. This means that after a demanding day of driving, working on computers, or being outdoors, the retina has a better chance to clear oxidative byproducts and restore its full functional capacity by morning. Many enthusiasts of natural eye care note that consistent blueberry consumption leads to not just physical recovery, but also a subjective sense of visual vitality, where colors appear more vivid and contrast sensitivity feels enhanced after good sleep. The process is cumulative, with regular intake building up protective reserves in eye tissues rather than providing one-off dramatic effects, making it a sustainable long-term strategy for anyone concerned about digital eye strain or wanting to proactively support their vision health. In essence, blueberries offer a nourishing way to give your retinas the antioxidant backing they need to thrive through nightly repair, turning ordinary sleep into an active period of visual rejuvenation supported by nature's own powerful blue pigments. Regular blueberry consumption has been linked to a lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a common eye condition that affects central vision in older adults. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which are the natural compounds responsible for their deep blue color. These antioxidants help protect the delicate cells of the retina from oxidative stress and inflammation, two major factors that contribute to the development of AMD. The retina is constantly exposed to light and requires a high amount of oxygen, making it especially vulnerable to damage caused by free radicals over time. By neutralizing these harmful molecules, blueberries may help preserve the health of the macula, the part of the eye responsible for sharp and detailed vision. In addition to their antioxidant properties, blueberries may also improve blood circulation to the eyes. Healthy blood flow is essential because the retina depends on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly. The anthocyanins in blueberries have been shown to support the health of blood vessels, helping them remain flexible and efficient. Better circulation may reduce stress on retinal tissues and support long-term visual function. Blueberries also contain vitamin C, vitamin E, and other plant nutrients that contribute to maintaining healthy eye structures and reducing age-related cellular damage. Large observational studies have suggested that people who consume blueberries and other antioxidant-rich fruits regularly may experience a slower progression of age-related eye decline. Some research indicates that even one serving of blueberries per week may offer protective benefits. Although blueberries cannot cure or completely prevent AMD, they may play an important supportive role as part of a healthy diet and lifestyle. Combined with regular exercise, protection from excessive sunlight, avoiding smoking, and routine eye examinations, blueberry consumption may contribute to preserving vision and promoting healthier aging eyes over time. Incorporating 1/2 to 1 cup of fresh, frozen, or dried blueberries into your evening routine, whether blended into a smoothie, mixed into yogurt, or enjoyed as a simple snack, represents one of the simplest, most accessible, and evidence-informed daily habits for supporting long-term eye health and overall vision wellness. This practice leverages the remarkable nutritional profile of blueberries, particularly their high concentration of anthocyanins and other antioxidants, which work synergistically during the body's natural overnight repair processes to help protect the delicate structures of the eyes from oxidative stress, inflammation, and age-related decline. While no single food is a miracle cure for vision problems, consistent blueberry consumption aligns with broader scientific insights into how diet influences ocular health, offering a low-effort way to potentially reduce risks associated with conditions like age-related macular degeneration, AMD, and support general retinal function. To fully appreciate why this habit matters, it helps to understand the complex biology of human vision and how modern lifestyles challenge it. Our eyes are incredibly sophisticated organs constantly exposed to environmental stressors. Light entering the eye generates reactive oxygen species, ROS, as a byproduct of phototransduction, the process where photoreceptor cells in the retina convert light into electrical signals. Over time, especially with prolonged screen exposure, UV radiation, pollution, poor diet, and aging, this oxidative load can damage retinal cells, the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp vision, the lens, and supporting blood vessels. The body has built-in antioxidant defenses, but these can become overwhelmed, contributing to progressive issues like cataracts, AMD, glaucoma, and diminished night vision or contrast sensitivity. Blueberries step in as a natural ally here. They are one of the richest dietary sources of anthocyanins, water-soluble flavonoid pigments responsible for their deep blue-purple hue. These compounds are potent antioxidants that not only neutralize free radicals, but also exhibit anti-inflammatory properties, improve microcirculation to the retina, and may even help regenerate key visual pigments like rhodopsin. Studies, including a notable prospective analysis from the Women's Health Study involving tens of thousands of participants, have linked higher blueberry intake, as little as 1 or more servings per week, to a significantly reduced risk of total AMD, around 28% lower in those consuming at least 1 serving weekly compared to non-consumers. This association held after adjusting for various lifestyle factors, underscoring the potential protective role of blueberries beyond mere correlation. While the effect on visually significant AMD was directionally similar, but not always statistically as strong in every metric, and associations with cataracts were more modest, tied more broadly to anthocyanin intake, the data supports incorporating them regularly as part of a vision-friendly lifestyle. The science of anthocyanins and eye protection. Anthocyanins from blueberries are bioavailable and can cross into eye tissues, where they accumulate in the retina and help fortify cellular structures. They support collagen stability in the eye's connective tissues, reduce vascular inflammation that could impair blood flow to the optic nerve and retina, and mitigate light-induced damage. Preclinical research shows these compounds can enhance antioxidant enzyme activity, decrease lipid peroxidation in retinal pigment epithelial (RPE) cells, and inhibit pathways leading to cell death under stress. In human contexts, while claims about dramatically improved night vision, popularized by WWE pilot stories involving bilberries, a close relative, have been tempered by controlled trials, showing little to no benefit for dark adaptation in healthy people, but possible modest improvements in glare recovery and contrast sensitivity, the overall picture for long-term preventive benefits remains encouraging. For individuals with existing conditions like diabetic retinopathy or early AMD, some studies on anthocyanin-rich extracts suggest improvements in visual function, such as better contrast sensitivity and reduced ocular fatigue. Evening consumption is particularly strategic because the body's repair mechanisms, including cellular cleanup, autophagy, and tissue regeneration, peak during sleep. Delivering these nutrients before bed provides raw materials precisely when the eyes and brain consolidate visual processing and mitigate daily damage. Practical integration into evening routines. Making this a habit is straightforward and enjoyable. Start with 1 to 2 cups if you're new to it. This provides a meaningful dose of anthocyanins, roughly 50-100 plus milligrams depending on variety and freshness, without overwhelming your system. Fresh blueberries offer peak flavor and nutrients in season, but frozen ones retain nearly all their benefits and are convenient year-round for smoothies. Dried blueberries work well too, though watch for added sugars. Opt for unsweetened varieties. A simple evening smoothie could include 1 per 2 to 1 cup blueberries, a handful of spinach for extra lutein, Greek yogurt or a plant-based alternative for protein, and perhaps a banana for creaminess and potassium. Blending takes minutes and creates a satisfying dessert-like treat that also supports digestion and stable blood sugar overnight. Mixed into plain yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts, it becomes a parfait that feels indulgent yet functional. Or eat them plain as a snack while winding down, perhaps with herbal tea, to replace less healthy evening indulgences. Consistency is key. Eye health benefits from diet tend to accrue over months and years through cumulative antioxidant protection rather than overnight transformations. Pairing this with other vision-supportive habits amplifies results. Maintaining a balanced diet rich in leafy greens, fatty fish for omega-3s, wearing UV protective sunglasses, following the 20-20-20 rule for screen breaks, getting regular eye exams, managing blood pressure and blood sugar, and prioritizing quality sleep. Blueberries complement these beautifully because their low glycemic index makes them suitable even for those concerned about metabolic health, which indirectly protects eye blood vessels. Broader health perks beyond vision. The advantages extend systemically. Blueberries support cardiovascular health by improving endothelial function and reducing blood pressure, which benefits the tiny vessels feeding the eyes. Their fiber aids gut health, influencing the gut-eye axis through reduced systemic inflammation. Polyphenols in blueberries also promote brain health, potentially enhancing cognitive functions tied to visual processing. For active individuals or those in high-screen environments, they may help combat digital eye strain by supporting better microcirculation and antioxidant reserves. Addressing common questions and considerations. Is there an optimal amount? 1 pour 2 to 1 cup daily aligns well with studied intakes showing benefits, providing variety without excess calories, around 40-80 per half cup. Wild blueberries often pack more anthocyanins than cultivated ones. Any downsides? Blueberries are generally very safe. Those on blood thinners should consult a doctor due to mild vitamin K content, though it's minimal. Allergies are rare. Quality matters. Choose organic when possible to minimize pesticide exposure, and vary your berry intake with other anthocyanin sources like blackberries, cherries, or bilberry supplements if needed, though whole food is preferable. Evidence limitations. While observational data is strong for AMD risk reduction, more randomized controlled trials are needed for definitive causation across all eye conditions. Genetics, overall lifestyle, and baseline health play huge roles. Blueberries enhance but do not replace professional medical care. Building a sustainable habit for lifelong vision support. Transforming this into a non-negotiable evening ritual requires minimal willpower once integrated. Prepare portions in advance, keep blueberries visible in your fridge or freezer, and link it to existing routines like post-dinner relaxation or pre-bed reading. Over time, you may notice subtle improvements, sharper focus during the day, less fatigue, or simply peace of mind from nourishing your eyes proactively. Vision is precious, enabling connection, independence, and joy. Small daily choices like enjoying blueberries compound into meaningful protection against the wear and tear of modern life. This habit embodies preventive wellness, delicious, science-backed, and effortless. By committing to 1 2 to 1 cup most evenings, you're investing in clearer tomorrows while your body rests and repairs, one antioxidant-packed bite at a time. This expanded explanation draws on available research to provide depth, context, and practical guidance. While a full 20,000-word treatise could delve into biochemical pathways, historical uses, recipe variations, comparative studies across populations, long-term cohort analyses, synergies with other nutrients, potential pharmaceutical interactions, and personalized recommendations based on age or risk factors, the core message remains: this easy habit is a smart, tasty step toward better vision health. Consult healthcare providers for individualized advice, especially if managing eye conditions.